Good evening, everybody. We're here in the studio. It's a little late-night Webovision flip switch, showing you a little behind the scenes of the studio here, which is, of course, actually my living room here in Los Angeles, California. We didn't do a show tonight. Unfortunately, one of our guests was sick, but we wish him well, and hopefully we'll try to reschedule that soon. And this is a little late night Webovision. How are you guys doing? Come on in here. I want to say hi for a second. And what we'll do is take you on a little trip around the house, a little late night trip around the house, show you what's going on, maybe take a phone call or two. It's been a great week here on the channel. You all right there? Making a lot of noise there. Is that unnecessary to be flapping it around like that? Trying to, it's not a big deal, but I'm just saying, what are you, Indiana Jones or something? You're like whipping the camera cable like you're like, it's distracting. So anyways, I think I might just open up a Bud Light and thank these guys, first of all, for coming on board and sponsoring some Webovision over the last 2 weeks. I really can't say how much I appreciate it. Here's to you guys at Bud Light. Looks like the phones are ringing off the hook. It's into the overflow already. Can we turn that overflow thing off? I'm having a chat with the people here, and all of a sudden the phones are ringing off the hook. Don't worry about it. At least somebody's watching. It's 9:04 here in Los Angeles, and this is the studio at night when there's no one around. This is what it looks like from this angle. Thought that might be kind of cool if you watch the show every week to see what it looks like at this angle. I did a cool thing today. Actually, what I did all day today was I was on actually a game show today with Harland Williams. I didn't film it, but it's coming out. It's on ABC. I was like, I guess, one of the guest contestants. Kind of, they have comedians and things like this on. Harland was there, and some other folks. But it was a lot of fun. Ant and Dec from Ant and Dec. These are two people from England, and of course in England you know them. Big hosts over there. They host this show, and it was a lot of fun. That's what I did today. Got home. Show got canceled. I wanted to go on the air, but man, the phones are just ringing off the hook. Could we, without making a big deal out of it, is there a way we can make that stop live? Can we wander over to it slowly? Because it's driving me nuts. I'm trying to talk to the people at home here. Enjoy delicious Bud Light. I took this picture, by the way. I took this picture when I was in college. I took this picture in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. A gentleman on the street walked up to him, asked him if I could take his picture. Are you smoothly walking over there to turn off the phone? This is the edit bay here. It's where I do a lot of the editing. Bring the lights up. And you just take the battery out of that. That's right. And here. So anyways, it's good to be on the air, guys. Just saying hello. I know you guys were looking forward to a show. I didn't want to disappoint, so here it is. We'll call it an improvised show, a late night walk around the studio. Never before done, by the way, at the channel. Have a look here. This is some interesting equipment here. Lots of fun. This is actually the stream box down here. You wide? Just stay wide. You're not using the zoom, are you? Never use the zoom around here. We don't like that. We'll just walk around, make it kind of a point of view thing. Can I see for a second? This is the, here's a little corporate, behind the scenes, a little corporate espionage for all you Webovision wannabes out there. This is the equipment you want. Okay, that's all you get to see. It's streaming our WMV feed. There's still a thing ringing. Is that me? Am I going crazy, or am I hearing a ringing? Can we go turn that off too and continue our tour of the studio? Annie, come here. Come here, baby. No? We'll go talk to Annie in a minute. You all right? You want to point the camera at me, or you want to point to... It's not a big deal. I don't know. How's the mustache working anyways? Is it... Yeah? Good. Okay, we have to turn this one off here now. We're out in the studio. Let's take it off the hook or something. I don't know how. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Stressing me out, man. Trying to take you guys on a tour of the darn studio and the thing's just ringing off the hook. We'll take some calls in a minute. But don't you understand, people, that you crazy prankers that are driving me crazy? Don't you understand that we're taking our Webovision audience on a little tour here, the first ever tour of the studio? Look at this, where you get to see things up close from a different perspective, right? POV, look at that light there. Let's get a nice, walk in there, show that light. Look at that. Isn't that a nice little detail that you never got to see before? Look at this camera. Get a nice little close-up of that. These are the cameras here that we use at the channel. Some little Panasonics. Show them here. You got how many? 5 of them? They're all running into this thing. Here. Here's an old Canon. Look at this, actually. We actually have some little security cameras, too. Look at this up close. Right here. Bringing it up close. Let's just bring the camera up close. No, don't use the zoom. You just use the zoom. Yeah, go nice and close. Not like this. Nice and close. Like that. Everyone, look at that. Little security camera there. That's a little detail that you probably haven't seen. We have a few of those around. There's one over there under the television that maybe you've never noticed before. Okay, you can zoom there. Yeah, there's that little one. See, I don't like the zoom. I really don't like the zoom. Anyways, enough of me and my nitpicky little pet peeves. But, you know, kids out there in Webovision land, if you want to make good video, don't use the zoom, okay? You can walk forward towards the thing that you're filming. You don't have to zoom into it because it'll be steadier and it'll look better, in my opinion. Come on over here. It's okay, here's a good, use the zoom here. Get a shot of Annie down there. That's definitely a zoom waiting to happen. Look at that. Hey Annie, how are you? We're live. We're taking people on a little tour of the Webovision, of the National Webovision. All right. Well, I could go get her, but I'm not going to. Come on, follow me. Let's wander out this way, and I hope everybody at home, I hope you're all enjoying a delicious Bud Light right now. Yeah. Need help with that? I can grab that. I can be my own cable puller, you know? Why not? I mean, I'm not even going to say the joke I was going to say. I was going to make a joke right now. It would have been really funny, but it would have been mean. Not to you, not to me, but to, you know, someone else, someone we know, and not who you're thinking. So this is another angle onto the, because it's about positivity. That's what we've been talking about this week on the National Webovision and the blog. Been talking about positivity. We want to remain positive. I appreciate all the great callers we've been getting, all the people that have been calling in and saying positive things, asking questions of our guests that were positive. See, it's a little dark out here, but let's come over this way anyways. On a secret mission to a little place that you've never been before. What's this here? Bring this light up here. This couch here. The couch here. See, there we go. There's a little light. Never been here before on the National Webovision. The new location. Yeah. So I'm excited about next week. Next week we're going to have a good, strong week. And then we're going to take 2 weeks off. I've decided that I think it's the end of the summer. It's a good time to take 2 weeks off. We got to get ready for school. Got to go get our school supplies. Our trapper keepers. Everyone go get your trapper keepers because school's about to start in September. And I have a feeling we're going to have a good school year here on the National Webovision. It's going to be the year of the mustache. That's what I'm going to call it. I want to call this year on the National Webovision the year of the mustache. It's decided. I am keeping this damn thing. It's ridiculous. My father had a mustache, still has a mustache. Actually, he may have a goatee now. He may have copied me and got the goatee, but I never really saw myself as a mustache kind of guy, but I think this is going to be the year of the mustache, folks. This is an important thing, you know. Important decision. You know, early television pioneer Ernie Kovacs, he had a mustache, and maybe we can do it in honor of him. Come on over here, let's have a seat down at the fire over here. And I just want to basically want to come on here closer. Don't worry about it. It's just plastic. I just want to raise a glass, beer, guys. Don't worry about that. We're not going anywhere. You good? All right. Good week, right? Awesome. Thanks for tuning in to the National Webovision, and we'll see you next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to have a great week next week. Should we take a call, or should we just... Yeah? We don't have to stop right now. I mean, you know, we built a... Oh, God, I'm going to catch on fire. And I wasn't doing that on purpose. Okay, let's go take a call then. Let's not be a bummer here. It's Friday night. Would have been kind of funny if I caught on fire, but it also would have sucked a whole hell of a lot, actually. Right? Yeah. All right, well, why don't you fire up a color-teeny and let's watch the pictures fly through the air. Okay? Fire up the color-teeny. We should play some Tom Snyder clips off of YouTube for everybody at the end of the night, because he was a great broadcaster and he passed away last week. We should all go look at some of his great interviews on YouTube. I particularly like a more recent one that he did with Howard Stern, actually, where Howard Stern is just basically just very hilarious with him. And he's also, I think it looks like they get in a real argument, which is kind of funny, which I enjoy. But yes, the year of the mustache. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see here. Should I take calls right now, or? It's not lighting up anymore, though. I don't know. Something's wrong with it. We got a problem. Got a problem with the phone. I'm not getting any lines here. And are we able to take Skype, or is it just the phone? No Skype? Okay. So the phone's not lighting up, though. You can see we're having a problem with that. So maybe what we'll do is, let me play a video. Can I play a video off YouTube? Let me play a quick video off YouTube. We'll make it kind of like I'm being almost like a cyber VJ. Okay? I'm going to go to YouTube right now. I'm going to play something. I'm going to hook up the phone system, take a couple of calls, and then call it a night. And that'll be our Friday night show, and it'll be also called The Brief But Mildly Amusing Tour of the Studio, we'll call it. Okay? I think I just giggled for the first time on the channel. How lame is that? Let me show you that interview I was talking about. And you can also watch it on YouTube, but I'll just pull it up for you right now. And we'll fix this phone and we'll take a couple of calls.
Schaefer's murderer. Yeah, right there.
Your family life, you know, people read the Us magazine, they love gossip, they love personal stories. Tell us about your family, your daughters, and what you and the family do, you know, for life.
My wife and I have been married for 13 years.
Congratulations, sir.
I have slept with the same woman for 17 years. I go on radio on a regular basis, and I inform people of this because I think that this is a very moral thing to do, to marry someone and stick with them and stick by them and make a partnership in life. Think that's shocking, Tom?
Not at all. I think that's very good.
You married?
No, I'm not.
Would you dump your wife
yeah,
2 or 3 times?
Dumped her 2 or 3 times,
All
left
right,
her without
yeah.
a quarter.
This is Mr. Morality. He's worried about my
Bob.
morality. If everybody sat and worried about themselves and their own morality, Tom's probably fornicating every night with different starlets out in Hollywood.
And different genders, too. Put that down.
Well,
and now
that's your
leap up and
business.
say, oh, you know, do one of those.
We're going to put you on the dating game.
Not yours, you're not.
Well, maybe you're ready
he's
for
starting,
it.
He's starting to laugh again.
All right, go ahead.
But I think it's great that you have this side of your life that your listeners and that the viewers of your television program hear about.
That's right.
That they know in the midst of all the zaniness, all the humor, there is a reality to Howard Stern that they don't often see. Like you got kids, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and you
That's
play.
the reality of the radio show. Let me tell you something, that my shows, my television or radio show, deal with the realities of family life. It deals with raising 2 children. It's a father knows best from hell.
What's been the toughest part of raising your 2 children?
Well, that's kind of difficult when you happen to be on the radio.
When you don't
have to be
remember,
highly,
yeah.
When you happen to be highly recognized, and that's kind of interesting when you want to just go somewhere with your kids in a park and people come up. And,
Example, what happens in those situations?
Well, what happens is a lot of people come up, they're thrilled about the show, they want to talk about the show, but you're trying to spend a little free time with your kids, and it's hard to pay attention when you're sitting there with, you know, Rebecca Schaefer's murderer in front of your face, so you're trying to, keep that
You
all
really got a
going.
hang up on that, don't you?
Well, I mean, for God's sakes, to tell me that I'm responsible for
I
something
didn't
like
say
that.
you were. I said
you were
your kind
alluding
of
to
logic,
it.
but
You're wacky.
why do you keep going back to it? So now you're
You're
in
a shocking
you're,
gentleman.
You're in the park with your daughters. What are their names?
What is the difference? What do you want to date them now, Tom? They're 7 and 4 for crying out loud. What's the importance? Emily and Deborah.
All right.
2 normal names, not son of Satan. You understand?
Very good.
All
I
right.
like that.
Thank
See,
you. I
that's
made you
funny.
laugh.
That's
All right.
funny.
Well, I'm glad you're
So you're
amused.
in the park with Evelyn and Deborah.
Right.
Swings. Right?
Senile. I tell him a name he still don't remember. Doesn't know where I broadcast. Evelyn. Who names a child Evelyn?
This is going to be really tough for you to believe.
Yeah, go ahead.
Really tough, but people used to know who I was, and they'd come over and interrupt playtime with my daughter Annie, okay?
Right.
And you're right, it was a very, very difficult time.
See, we're relating.
Exactly.
Isn't
we're
this nice?
trying to get to know each other.
All right, we're getting
What
to know.
else in Howard Stern's life? What other normalcies do you have in life that you share with all the people that listen to you and watch you?
Oh, boy, Tom, this is some exciting interview. Well, I'll tell you something. This is a
Well,
lot
it
of fun.
sure beats being yelled at, I'll tell
tell
you.
that. Okay, so what is different and amusing about my
No,
wife,
no, what's
my life, my wife?
normal?
Well, I think
I'm
it's-
the one who doesn't
I'm
pay
a man
attention.
who must go to bed at 8 o'clock every night because I get up at 4 in the morning, and it doesn't leave a whole lot of time for me to have sex with my wife. All right?
Okay, that's...
All right. Would you like to hear about
Hey,
that?
wait, let me do the act right. Oh, fair enough, sir.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, good.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's...
It doesn't leave me a whole lot of time. Do you realize how big I'm going to be in Los Angeles?
And then when you and Mrs. Stern go out,
Mrs. Satan, yes.
I'm sure that people come over and they want to, touch you and get your
They
picture.
idolize
They
me.
worship-
I'm
all
a
right.
guy who
Yeah.
keeps them entertained.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. There's not a whole lot of celebrities in New York.
So one of the things that's difficult about being Howard Stern...
You don't smoke the cigarette anymore.
Not
do you?
anymore.
All
no.
right, there you go.
Yeah,
I'm
but
missing that.
But I still do the laugh.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I thought the Dan Aykroyd thing was a scream.
Fabulous.
And that's what turned
Unbelievable.
me on to you.
Yeah.
But you think it ruined your career.
No, it didn't ruin my career
think it
at
made
all.
you a joke and a
It made
buffoon?
me. Hey, imitation is the sincerest form. Look at all the people that imitate your style on radio,
That's
coast
true.
to coast.
That is
All
very
right?
true.
Yeah.
Okay.
They all want to be Howard Stern.
And what a dream.
But they're not funny.
Right.
Okay, they're not inventive. All right, and they're not sincere.
Well,
that's why you're the king.
I'm the king.
And they're nothing.
And that's right.
Okay. We're with Howard Stern, and you're going to watch the commercial, and we're going to soul kiss now these messages.
Jeez. I want to see this one.
You are what is wrong with television. Bob Costas will be back on Monday, and I would thank Howard Stern, but that's phony. That's polite stuff. And
Well, how about being real and
we-
saying, I'm here for a plug, not to meet you or to sit and talk to you, and would you allow me the final plug one, Stern? Would you allow me to say that this is the stuff the government banned, that you are opposed to
There's
censorship?
nothing wrong with your set.
Are you opposed to censorship?
Sleep tight, America. Good night, everybody.
was on YouTube just now, and we're hanging out in my living room here. It's 9:23. Got Annie sitting here, and Steve is also here tonight. Steve, how are you doing? Annie and Steve together. What it's nice to do sometimes on television is to sit around and do a little show with your dogs. I have both dogs here tonight. There's Steve over in the corner as well, sleeping on the other chair. And just having a quiet time here, playing with the studio on the National Webovision. Let's take a quick call. It is Friday night, casual Fridays, we'll call it. Maybe we should do a new show around here. We call it Casual Fridays. We just go on the air and sort of idly converse. Might be fun. Casual Fridays. I like the ring of that. Maybe in September. I'm looking forward to September. I'm going to take a couple of weeks off, the end of August, and just, we're going to do some technical upgrades here. We're going to be working behind the scenes to get the channel fired up into maximum overdrive condition. But we'll be taking 2 weeks off of doing live shows, and I'm actually going to go do a little traveling. I'm going to do some filming for the channel. I'm going to go spend some time in Costa Rica, and hopefully not get hit by a large wave as happened last year. That was a scary, scary thing, and I've talked about it on the channel, but I've never really talked about it one-on-one with you guys. That was a very near-death experience. And I don't think I've ever really kind of been completely one-on-one with you guys. I think I wrote about it at one point, but that affected me almost as much as I think, you know, well, let's not get all crazy, but it was a big deal. I nearly got killed by that damn wave. It was ridiculous. I drove myself to the hospital, 2 hours on a bumpy dirt road. 2 broken ribs, and it was a very, very scary thing. But that's why I'm going to go back down there. No. Hey, how are you? But no, we're going to take a couple weeks off. We're going to be back strong September. I'm looking forward to September, guys.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Hey, good, man. We're just having a new show. It's called Casual Fridays.
And I love it.
Yeah, we're going to kick it off in the year of the mustache.
And this is Chris Black from Vegas. How you doing?
Hey, Chris. How are you? Good to have you here on
I'm doing well. I'm doing real well. And I'm a bit disappointed in Corey, but what are you going to do? Shows get canceled.
Yeah, you know what? We'll have him back. I like those guys. Corey Feldman was hilarious when I've never met
E is promoting their new show, and he seems even kind of whiny on the promotion.
Yeah. Well,
maybe,
you know what?
Maybe it was the whiny guy that called in, the whiny Corey.
I'm not really sure what happened. I just heard at 6:30 Corey Haim got sick, and or was sick, and wasn't able to make it. But we'll hopefully have him back. We rearranged the whole set and everything too for them today. We had we did a well. I'm not going to start. You know, the poor man is ill. Yeah, we'll get him on soon. It'll be good. Hey, how are you? What's going on? Nice to have you here. We're on Casual Fridays right now, taking a few calls randomly off the internet here on the National Webovision. Trying out our new audio setup here in my living room.
It sounds good, Tom.
Yeah, this is an old RCA microphone, and we've got it up at 100%. And we're also bumping a nice new lavalier that we just picked up. So we're excited about that. You know, the thing is about the internet, my friend, my good friend, Henry, did you say it was? Mark. The good thing about the internet is we can deliver crystal clear audio to you, Mark. Video's still a little sketchy. You know, we're working on it. Live, it's getting better. We're on a WMV feed right now, courtesy of ManiaTV.com. It's pretty awesome. But the audio is perfect. So I kind of really feel it's important that we do everything we can around here to make the audio as good as possible, because we do have the ability to deliver it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds perfect, Tom.
Yeah, we can deliver a perfect audio signal, so we might as well record one. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's
absolutely right.
If you don't record a good audio signal, then how can you deliver a good audio signal? You know, think about it. Signal.
Signal.
It's a tongue twister.
Hey, Tom?
I don't have any writers, man. Obviously.
Yeah.
How's it going? Are you a good guy or a bad guy?
Yeah, it's Mark himself from New York.
Oh, it's Mark. Okay, yeah. Sorry, man, I'm rambling. What's going on in your world, Mark? Thanks for everything you're doing with the channel guide. It's looking great.
Thanks, Tom. I'm having a blast doing it.
You are just you're like a young Barbara Walters.
I guess you could say that.
No, I mean it's cool. I mean you really do a lot of great work on that. You basically write a regular, daily updated, essentially, magazine here on the channel independently, and we've hooked it into the channel. You review all the shows, you watch all the shows. I appreciate it. It's unbelievable.
Right, and got to give a shout out to James too, because he's doing a great job too.
Absolutely, yeah. So, have you been watching the shows? How's it been going from your perspective?
I absolutely love it. Honestly, I can't believe how far you've come this year. It's amazing to me.
Yeah. Keep
And
talking.
I'm a little disappointed that we weren't able to show up tonight.
Oh, yeah. No, sorry. I thought you were going to say something you were mad at me about.
Oh, absolutely not.
I'm trying my best, you know what I'm saying? It's a small little operation here. I'm trying to make it seem like, a professionally produced show, but it's just me and a couple of people putting this together in my living room, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're having fun with it. We don't want it ever to get too slick. I was talking to a friend of mine last week, and I was sort of in one of my rambling kind of, because I take this very seriously, Mark. I don't know if you know this, but I mean, I really do worry about it, you know? And I want to make it better. The Webovision I'm talking about. The quality of the Webovision. You know, with some great guests. I mean, look at the guests we had on the show this week. Wasn't that nice of Pamela Anderson to have come by the show?
That was fantastic.
And to have supported the show. I mean, it was awesome that everybody came. But I don't really know Pamela Anderson. We invited her on because we thought it would be awesome to have her come up and do some Webovision. But isn't that nice of her to have come up?
Yeah, that was great.
A Canadian, maybe it was a Canadian thing. Help out the Canadians. But everybody go see her show with Hans Klock, who did some magic for us in Las Vegas at the Planet Hollywood Casino.
Is that going to be going up on demand anytime soon, or?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, because
always, we have. What do you think of the new on-demand page, by the way? Like the player, the new player.
It's amazing. The video is crystal clear. It loads fast. I love it.
It's a new advanced progressive technology, actually, put together by the scientists over at bitgravity.com, who are doing some real cutting-edge, the most cutting-edge work in content delivery, I would say. Really exciting stuff happening over there. And
everybody's awesome.
It's a commercial. I just did a promo, because I'm doing promos now. Did you like the promo I did last night for the store here at tomgreen.com, where I tried to sell some swag?
I loved it. It was great.
The attempt was to try to make the channel seem like sort of a business operation. You know what I mean? Like we got stuff to sell. There's stuff going on here.
See, the one thing I don't want to see it turn into is something that just looks too much like television. And, you just stay as far away from that as you possibly can, because we're all sick.
This doesn't look like television to you? Come on.
No, I mean...
It's almost a little insulting.
No, the content is just like television, but what I'm saying is you can't...
I'm just joking.
I know what you're saying. Like television.
Yeah. It's Webovision.
Exactly.
Yeah. Television without the strings.
We don't like the structure, which is why we come here and why we watch this.
Yeah. I appreciate hearing it like that in those words, because that's definitely part of it for me. I don't think it's 100% about not liking the structure, though. I think it's also about just being able to feel like we can talk about whatever we want, have on whoever we want, It's not a big kind of negotiation trying to put a show on. It's just kind of like whatever happens, happens. I mean, we're working hard to make some good Webovision for you guys. Especially, I want to thank right now, since we're doing this show, I want to thank Ivy Alexenberg, our great and amazing talent booker, who has been getting some great guests for us, and really, really appreciate all the hard work she's doing.
Hanson should be interesting this coming week.
What's that?
Hanson should be an interesting.
Oh yeah, Hanson. Now I've met Hanson before. A little history with Hanson. Hanson was on the show that I did on MTV, the nightly show. They came out and played some music. We did an interview. They were really funny. And they also, my good friend Mike Simpson from the Dust Brothers and also the Keeping It Real crew, he produced their song Bop.
Is he going to be up there for the show?
I just found out Hanson is booked today, and that was just confirmed today, and I'm going to call Mike tomorrow, and I'm going to certainly invite him. Hey, Mark, it's been great talking to you tonight. I appreciate it. Mark, good to have you doing all that great work you're doing at the Channel Guide. Check that out, by the way, the Channel Guide on TomGreen.com. Annie, how are you doing this evening? Nice to see you. Good to have you. You're not quite as talkative as Steve, Annie, but let's just have a quick little online interaction. Would you like to speak for me, Annie? Speak. Annie, speak. Speak, Annie. Yeah. I did a game show today that's going to be coming on the air on ABC soon. It's called Wanna Bet, it's called. And it's a actually really great show. And Harland Williams was on it. George Takei was on it tonight. And but Harland and I, are buddies. We play hockey together. We play hockey. I play hockey with Harland Williams. Did you know that? So, we should go film some of that one of these days. Go shoot some of that for the people. Got Christy Joy here on Skype. But the point is I did that show today, and you play for a charity, okay? Everyone has a charity they play for. Harland was playing for the World Wildlife Fund, and I was playing for the Brittany Foundation, which is a Los Angeles dog adoption agency, and that's where I got Annie. Right, Annie? So, if you're thinking of getting a dog, you should adopt a dog, okay? Because there's a lot of dogs out there, amazing dogs, that are just looking for a home. And I gotta tell you, I don't wanna start crying here, but me and Annie, yeah. Oh boy, I feel it coming on. She's a good dog. So adopt a dog, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, Christy? What's going on? Yeah.
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay, yeah. I think we should probably call it a night. I'm getting emotional here.
I have a weird idea for you.
Oh, really? You want to email it to me, or?
You don't want me to talk about it?
I don't know. What if I don't like the idea? Like I might react badly on air and blow the whole thing we got going on here. At least in an email, I can just sort of send off some sort of crappy little response and be done with it.
I like your mustache.
Oh, do you like the mustache? Yeah, let's talk about that. No, I'm just trying to be weird here. I'm just trying to screw around with the whole, because you weren't expecting me to say that, right? What's the idea? This better be good.
The idea is, you know how when people talk on the phone, they kind of like walk around and stuff? Whenever you talk to someone and they call in on the phone, you kind of just look at the phone. What if you had it like, you could walk around with it or something? So you're not like looking in the phone, you're just kind of walking around with the phone.
What the hell are you talking about? No, I'm just joking. That's a joke. That's a joke. Although I really don't know what you're talking about, to be honest with you. But How about this? Send me that email. I'll try and figure out what you're talking about tomorrow morning, okay? When I've had, a little more sleep. Okay? Thanks, Christy. Appreciate that. Yeah. See, I predicted that. What was she talking about? I'm supposed to walk around when I take the calls? Are we walking around everywhere? How are we gonna? Is the guest gonna walk around too? Am I crazy? Am I overreacting here? I mean, I like Christy. She's actually been up to the channel before. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if we had contests back then in the early days of Webovision, but somehow she ended up here. It was through Mania TV or something. I can't remember, but she lives in Florida. Yeah, yeah. We had a big party up here. A bunch of people were up here. Christy was up here. It was fun. Good to have you at the channel. We'll do that again. We should have some more of our regular viewers come to Los Angeles. We got to figure out a way to just fly some of our favorite viewers to Los Angeles. Can we do that? I mean, we just got to figure out how to pay for it, really. It's kind of a break-even kind of deal I got going on here. Hey, here we got Amy on the air. We're on Casual Fridays right now. We've got Annie. No, not Annie. Amy.
Similar, but not.
Yes, I said we've got Amy on the line. Amy of course, 219 Dingoes Took My Baby fame.
Yeah.
Have you been getting stopped on the street about that Webovision classic? Or, has your life changed, Amy?
I get more MySpace ads.
Oh, really? You do? Actually, there actually has been an impact because of 219 Dingoes Took My Baby?
Yeah, apparently people love dingoes.
Oh, good.
Apparently they're awesome.
Well, you can watch that in on demand right here at tomgreen.com. That's a night Amy ended up on the air with Leonard Mills. And they did a little improvised song together called 219 Dingoes Took My Baby.
I think you should get Leonard on more often.
Yeah? Maybe this weekend. I'll call him. He's been out of town, actually. I don't know where he is, but... Oh, by the way, tomorrow night, wait, is it Friday? Tomorrow night, Saturday night, Neil Hamburger and Daiquiri are playing in Chicago. Right? Hey, I was going to ask you, you're from Chicago. Do you have anyone in town who's got a video camera that can go down to the show, get some Neil Hamburger Daiquiri footage and upload it to YouTube for us tomorrow night? You know someone in Chicago? Let's try to do that, because I was talking to Mike from Daiquiri, who's played here on the show, and they're really excited about the Chicago show. Let's get some footage of that, see if we can pull that off. That'd be cool. It'd be like doing a remote, you know what I mean?
That'd be pretty cool.
So, Amy, how are you doing in Australia? How's everything with you?
Everything's good. I got my RSA the other day, so I can work in bars now.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that because I'm unemployed.
So you're old enough to drink then?
Yeah.
How old of a woman are you?
I am
18?
21.
21 years old.
21.
What's the drinking age in Australia?
The drinking age for us is 18, but
18.
Now I can come to America as well and drink. So that's why I got my RSA, so I can travel.
Oh, okay. So what bar are you going to be working at there in Australia?
Haven't decided yet. I'm going to throw my name in at a few places and see if I can get somewhere in the city, because the city's more fun.
Cool. Well, when you get the job at your bar, what we're going to do is we'll look it up on Google Earth.
That's a good idea.
That'll be fun. We can see the bar you work at.
I'll stand outside and wave or something and see if I come up.
Oh, wait a minute. Are we actually doing a show right now? We got stuff up on the screen and everything? I just noticed on the screen it said Skype Tom Green Live, like we're doing a show here. This is just a little Casual Fridays here. We don't have to be... Do you think people are watching right now, do you think? Oh, yeah?
There's a few watching.
Really?
Hey, you should
apparently
come to
so.
Australia.
What's that?
You should come to Australia.
I know. You know, I've never been to Australia.
Really? Australia's fun. You should come here. And meet me and Don.
Annie, would you like to go to Australia? What a beautiful dog, though, she is. Isn't she a beautiful dog, Annie?
I like them. They're cute. Annie and Steve.
Yeah, but I mean, Steve is a funny dog, and a pretty dog. But look at Annie is just look at that dog. What a beautiful dog Annie is. Look at that dog. I really am happy happy to have found these two great animals. Not to mention Rex Murphy over there, who's wide awake and paying attention, by the way. Should I get Rex Murphy in a minute?
Yeah, get Rex Murphy out.
Yeah, on Casual Fridays. I'll go get Rex Murphy then. By the way, do a Google search on Rex Murphy. He's also a commentator for the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. And I will say, one of my favorite broadcasters, actually. He's a very funny man. I don't think he likes me so much, though. But I don't know. Maybe that was just some of my earlier work. Who knows? But he's a funny guy. You should check out some of his stuff. And I've named my macaw after him.
Maybe you should YouTube him now.
No. He's got enough coverage. But so what's going on? You just hanging out at home there? It's just kind of who else is in the house there? Anyways, do you live alone? Do you live with family?
No, living with family. I don't know who's home at the moment. Maybe my mom is home. That's probably about it.
Yeah, your mom. Yeah. What's mom doing? What's mom doing right now, do you think?
I don't know, but I'm hesitant to call her over because she might make me do some washing or something.
Really?
Which I don't feel like doing.
Really?
I'd rather not draw attention to the fact that I'm sitting here doing nothing.
Yeah. You don't want to have to go do some washing.
No.
Is that a big thing in Australia, having to get sort of taken off to do washing? It almost sounds like a medieval kind of fairy tale, like a Cinderella story, you know? You leave the room that you're confined to, and all of a sudden you're sort of up to your arms
Do you guys
and
have washing lines
laundry
there?
for the whole evening. You know what I mean? Like, what's that?
Do you guys have washing lines there? Because I think I was talking to someone who
Yeah,
said
we
that
have
they don't
washing
put
lines
out.
here. Yes, we do. We have washing lines. We got that technology.
I just mean because
Columbus
some people
brought
in
it over,
cold
actually.
places don't use
Columbus
them.
brought over that idea. No, come on now. What do you think we are? A bunch of morons over here?
Well, it might.
Of course we got washing lines. What do you think we walk around? What do you think we've been doing walking around? What do you think we've been doing walking around in damp clothes for 250 years or something? I don't know what that means.
You may have been. I don't know.
So Amy,
I don't know because I've never been.
Amy, you know what you should do? You should get a what kind of show is this? We should go off the air. This is ridiculous. You know?
No, this show's good. You should stay on.
Yeah. Well, I felt bad that we sort of canceled the show, and then we're gonna do another show soon, right, Annie? Annie was excited about the show tonight. We were all excited to have the two Corys here.
What was your idea? You got sidetracked then. You had an idea.
Yeah.
Something we should do.
Really? No, I know. What was it then? What was my idea?
I don't know. You said you know what you should do, and then you changed the subject because you forgot, or something.
Yeah, I know I did that. In fact, I totally remembered what it was until you brought up the concept of me forgetting it, and then I started thinking about how I forgot what it was, and then I completely forgot it right at that point. I had it right on the tip of my tongue though until you started. Annie, where are you going? Oh, okay. Even the dog has given up here. No. I know the idea you're talking about. What was it?
I don't know. You
What
told
were
me
we
you
talking?
know.
Hey, what were we talking about right before?
Washing lines?
Yes, washing lines. And I was saying, what do you think we are? A bunch of idiots here walking around in damp clothes for the past 300 years.
Was it some idea that included damp clothes? Because I got nothing.
No, yeah. It's no big deal anyways. We don't have to talk about whatever it was. We can talk about something else.
Are you drinking? I feel like I should be drinking something right now.
You're legally allowed to have a drink in Australia. You're a 21-year-old woman.
I am, and I mean, like, I've got a bottle of gin right here.
My gosh,
I'm a
easy
good
now.
bird.
Easy. You're just
I'm
21.
a bit of a gin drinker.
No? Yeah, oh yeah?
Yeah, so
All right,
I
cool.
could be drinking that, but
Well, let's start. I almost made a bad joke too. Well, no, you can't. Okay, well, have a gin then. That's fine. I'm having a Bud Light here.
If I had a cup,
And
I
a
would.
cup of
Otherwise,
coffee.
I'd be just drinking it out of the bottle.
What's that?
And if I had a cup here, I would, but I'd sort of just be drinking it out of the bottle
Yeah.
at the moment.
I don't want to encourage this sort of thing, though. I mean, you don't need to be sitting there by your computer with a bottle of gin to watch Casual Fridays, Amy.
It's true.
You're working in a bar. Are you a person that likes to go out and have a drink with your friends? What is it that you
Yes.
do? What do you do on a day-to-day basis there in Australia? You have a lot of friends?
Yeah, we just go out and get smashed and wander home, and
Yeah?
that's about it.
That's what I did.
Plus, if
That's
I-
what I did growing up in Canada occasionally too. But drink responsibly, everybody. You don't have to just, wander home and get smashed. You can, right? You don't just have to do that.
No, we don't just have to do that.
You do-
know, we
yeah.
do other stuff.
Yeah.
Plenty of good things that you could be doing.
Absolutely, yeah. Could be playing video games. Could be.
I do.
Could be eating some sandwiches, maybe. Potato chips. What? Are we off the air?
If you like that sort of
No?
thing.
What's wrong? What? We have a Sega CD game with Corey Haim in it. Oh, we do? Oh, okay. Oh, we do? Okay. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. Let's take you want to take a telephone call and,
Could we all talk on the phone? Because I'll talk to the phone person.
yeah, sure, yeah, we can do that. Hey, you're on with Amy.
Hello?
Hey, you're on with Amy on the National Webovision. We're doing a
Hey there.
Casual Fridays.
Okay.
Yeah, for the Year of the Mustache. Kicking off the Year of the Mustache here on the National Webovision.
Cool.
Yep. All right. Thanks for your call. Good. Hey, how you doing? You're on the air on the National Webovision. Nice to have you on the air.
Tom.
Kicking off the Year of the Mustache here with Amy from Australia. You want to talk to Amy from Australia?
I've never talked to anybody from Australia before.
Really? Hey, Amy, you hear that? This guy's never
Hey,
talked.
well now you are.
Wow, this is exciting.
Time for everything.
Yeah, where are you calling from, my friend?
I'm in South Dakota.
Oh, okay, South Dakota. Love that.
Yeah.
Love South Dakota.
Well, what?
You have a mustache.
Home of Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, it's not bad here.
No, I like it. Now, do you go down to Mount Rushmore often and just look at it and say,
Oh,
that's
I'm
Mount Rushmore?
actually on like the other side of the state. I'm like 5 or 6 hours away from Mount Rushmore.
Oh, okay. So you mean you can grow up 5 hours away from Mount Rushmore and not like make regular trips over to it? Because I would
No.
think that if I was 5 hours from Mount Rushmore, I'd almost probably be going there every weekend.
Oh yeah?
I think I'd be going there every damn weekend. I mean,
Can you go camp out
if you're
there?
5 measly hours away from Mount friggin' Rushmore, aren't you gonna drive it
Well,
every damn weekend?
it kind of loses interest after like the first or second time.
Have they added Reagan yet?
I don't think so. It's just the same old thing.
That's, by the way,
I think they should.
I'm hoping
Mount
Jimmy
Rushmore.
Carter gets added too, by the way. It's not. I'm not making a political statement here. Hey, do you want to talk to Amy in Australia?
Sure.
I want to talk about mustaches. Let's
What,
talk about
what does Amy in Australia want to talk about?
mustaches.
She wants to talk about mustaches, but I'd rather not make it about me. I want you guys to have a little bit of a Webovision connection here.
But how do you know?
I should do a mustache for the Year of the Mustache.
I guess I did bring up the mustaches thing by belaboring the point that it is now the Year of the Mustache here on the National Webovision. What do you guys think about that? Should it be the Year of the Mustache, or let's start cutting to this?
I like it.
It's irrelevant at this point. Annie left. It's embarrassing.
I like the Year of the
Not only
Mustache,
did
and I like
Corey
Casual
cancel,
Fridays.
but so did my dog. Okay, stop. Cut away from me. I'm giggling now at my own stupid jokes. Let's get out of here. Is it over? Is the night over? Okay.
The night should never be over.
All right. I do want to say, though, I appreciate all of you guys watching the show. Our ratings have honestly been going up, and I think that's a big part to do mainly with all the great guests we've been having, and thank you to all the great guests we've been having. What a week. Wasn't Mo Rocca and Bob Saget and Wee Man hilarious?
Mo
And
Rocca is so
wasn't
funny.
it cool to have some magic here and stuff? A little
That was
We
amazing.
should have Mo Rocca on again.
Pamela Anderson, for crying out loud. Pamela Anderson sitting here in my living room for an hour. That was intimidating, I got to tell you. I was a nervous wreck.
You stayed strong, Tom.
Yeah, I tried. I tried my best. Hey, man, well, say bye, South Dakota. Say bye, Australia. We're going to move on into, into the world, see what else happens, okay?
Well, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Enjoy your night.
Pop me off an email later on. I'll be checking my emails after the show.
All right, I'll do that.
Australia.
Yes, yes. Well, you know what? What city in Australia are you in, Amy?
Sydney.
You're in Sydney.
Sydney.
Why don't you and Don Sibley go shoot a video together?
We could.
So just
I've got his number.
I'd like to yeah, you do, huh? Because Don Sibley's a contributor here at the channel. He's been making videos and doing some cool interactive stuff with the channel since we started. I mean, I remember once I just sort of randomly said in my blog, hey, you know what I'd like to see? It'd be cool to see someone out there tie a chicken to a string and drag it around your city and just get reactions from people. And he was one of the 5 or 6 people that did it. Dan Lupiani did it.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Alan Lupiani did it, not Dan Lupiani. Alan Lupiani, sorry, Alan. Alan Lupiani did it. Max Miller did it. It was, and a couple of other people did as well. I'm not sure if Peter Coffin did it. I'm not sure.
Don's online tonight. Maybe you should get Don on the phone, on the Skype.
Yeah, no, that'd be great to get Don on the Skype.
Maybe you should talk to Don. We should.
Honestly, I'd love to have Don on the Skype. Frankly, I just don't know how to do that. I mean, we can sort of, it's trial and error here. I mean, his name's not on the screen. He'd have to sort of call us somehow at Tom Green
I'll
Live.
get him to call.
Get him to call.
Contact him now.
All right, thanks, Amy. I appreciate that. Let's get you guys together. I want to see you in context with the Sibley. Get an understanding of just exactly what makes you guys tick.
Cool.
In Sydney, Australia. Thanks, Amy. Amy, of course, from 219 Dingoes, which can be seen here and on demand at tomgreen.com. Thank you for your call, South Dakota.
No problem, Tom. Anytime.
It's been a pleasure. You're watching Casual Fridays, and we're just sitting around here tonight, having a casual Friday. And this, of course, kicking off the year of the mustache. You know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a YouTube video that I like. And take a quick break. And then we'll be back and maybe we'll talk some more. Maybe we'll get Don Sibley on the line. Or maybe we won't. But either way, I'm glad you're here. It's been fun. I want to take a quick YouTube break. Let's see. Let me put in a search here. What are we going to search for? See, this is the shot with the empty seat again. Remember that one we just talked about? We don't want that anymore. It's embarrassing. The dog left. Come on. That's got to be a harbinger of sorts. Let's not draw unneeded attention to the fact that my guest tonight, Annie Green, walked off in the middle of the show. Okay. I am going to go to YouTube and I'm going to type in something fun. You know what I'm going to type in? I'm going to type in. I put this up in my blog, but I'm going to play this again because this is great. And it also comes with a story. Last week after the show, Norm Macdonald was here. Was it Wednesday night? And I really, really love when Norm Macdonald comes by, and I'd like to think that we're becoming friends because, you know, every time he comes by the show, we hang out after the show for a few hours, actually. Norm and his friends hung out with us here. Well, with me, I guess. You guys took off, but hung out and watched some YouTube videos. Norm showed us that great one, Cobra and Baby, which is a fun one to search on YouTube. Cobra versus Baby, I think, is the search. And the trick there being that the cobra's mouth is sewn shut. Okay. But he showed me this great one, and a lot of people have brought up Chris Farley's name on this show, just this week even. Bob Saget talked about him, and just last night, and it was just interesting being able to watch this clip with Norm, and I just had one of the greatest laughs I've had in a long time. And it was because when this clip started to play, and we watched it entirely, the group of us, after the show, just in the TV room, we were sitting around YouTube watching clips. It's pretty cool. And yeah, we just laughed at this a lot. And I think I personally believe, I think it's about the premise. Enjoy the premise here with a great skit. Mike Myers, too. Janine Garofalo, and Skype here on Casual Fridays. Here on the late night National Webovision. It's 10:07 here on Friday. Casual Fridays in the year of the mustache. Okay, I don't know. Hey, Don Sibley, how you doing? What's going on now? I don't know if you've been watching.
Tom, how are you?
How are you, Don Sibley? Nice to see you. Nice to.
Yeah, you too. Nice mow there.
Yeah, this is actually kind of fun, actually, to be honest with you, because we've been sort of communicating via email and your video clips and etc. for a year or so more now, I guess.
Yeah, a bit over a year, I think, yeah.
Yeah, and then here we are on a Casual Fridays, first ever edition of Casual Fridays. Never had one before. Finding ourselves in a conversation together. Nice to see you. I've been enjoying enjoying all the videos that you've been sending in. Great stuff.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, well, you just gotta keep busy.
It'd be fun if you and Amy were to go do a bit together, and then we could sort of see the fact that Webovision really does work. To me, it would be more than just seeing you guys together. It would be the whole connectivity of it all. You'd see it actually happen. It would be a sort of a realization that, we really are kind of communicating with each other here. You're in Sydney, Amy's in Sydney, I'm here in Los Angeles. You talk to me here, I talk to Amy there, and then all of a sudden, you and Amy are hanging out there. That's kind of interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, we could do that. I was seeing her counting dingoes one night. Maybe we could go for dingoes.
Go dingo counting, yeah. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it the time you went and interviewed Neil Hamburger, actually. That was fun.
Yep. Neil Hamburger, that was a good trip. That was a fun time.
It was the same kind of thing because it was.
Interactive, yeah.
It was interactive. I was like, well, Neil Hamburger's here doing poolside chats. Next thing you know, he's in Australia. Next thing you know, Don Sibley is talking to Neil Hamburger.
He's big in Australia.
I know that, isn't it? Now talk a bit about that, because Neil Hamburger's doing a show tomorrow night in Chicago, and if you're in the Chicago area, go see Neil Hamburger and Daiquiri tomorrow night. But does he have a big television show there, or what is it over there that everybody loves Neil Hamburger in Australia, right?
Yeah, well, I think the bands, like the local bands of Australia, actually like him. There's a band called Frenzal Ron, and the singer and the guitarist do a radio show, Triple J.
Okay.
I think he actually calls in from time to time, or they call him to get like an update on celebrities or something.
Yeah.
But he was actually in one of their film clips as well, and he opened a few shows, did a few festivals for them.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
So he's gained a bit of a cult following through there, and he sells out shows, packs the houses. I think one of his DVDs is actually shot in Sydney.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. I like the one from. Is it from the Greyhound track in Florida?
Okay. Great.
Here's another video, a DVD of a show he did from I'll have to get the name of it for you. I'll put it up in the blogs. But Yeah, no, this is cool. I'm enjoying Casual Fridays tonight. Actually, it's a little different. You know, it's I was excited to have the two Corys on tonight, but they'll hopefully be back at a later date. And this hasn't been a complete bust, right? Kind of fun to get together and have a chat on Casual Fridays, play some YouTube videos. Could be a new thing. So what are you doing tomorrow then, Don? Are you working tomorrow? Don is a postal worker.
Tomorrow is Sunday.
You're a postman, right? You actually deliver
Yeah,
do you walk around door to door, deliver the mail? Yeah.
Yeah, walk around mainly like shops and businesses, that sort of thing. So.
Do you get attacked by dogs?
No, some people have. Magpies are like a bit of a problem if you deliver around, lots of bushy areas. They swoop you and hit you on the head. But no dogs where I am, luckily.
Did you hear that? I mean, it's a horrible story. I probably shouldn't even bring it up. But about 10, maybe 15 minutes ago, well, maybe a couple of hours ago, I guess, there was a report about a dog attack in Los Angeles here. Did you hear about that? Person was killed by some bull mastiffs in Los Angeles here. But it was the owner of the dogs is a famous actor. And his dogs attacked his caretaker at the house. So it was sad. Check that out on CNN.com. I shouldn't have brought it up again, but why are we even on this topic? Oh yeah, you're a postman. Do you ever get attacked by dogs?
Yeah, no.
No, I thought that was sort of a stereotype of being a postman, as they call it.
That's exactly the stereotype. Yeah.
It's not something that happens.
Well, it does, but a lot of postmen get their little tricks, whistles, and things like that, and
Now, you never actually have done any any YouTube videos, from work. Is there a policy against that? The Australian Postal Service would frown upon that.
Well, just for the fact I think it would be pretty boring, but like just handing in mail and.
Come on, Don. Come on, Don Sibley. I don't. Don Sibley, come on. We want to see the real Don Sibley. Do you have a post office uniform? Do you have an outfit?
Yeah, I've got a.
Really?
Yeah, a shirt and a jumper. It says post on it, but like, it's just I only do it for a few hours a day. It's not like my main. It's not what I wanted to be when I grew up, type thing, So.
Yeah. We're growing up now, man. Right?
I'm growing up and I'm a postman, so.
Yeah. I like your website, donsibley.com.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. It's a little place I like to put a few things. You get into the MySpace and the Facebooks. They're all popping up lately. And.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Yeah. Well, listen. I think that it would be a fun project for the week, Don.
Okay.
If you and Amy were to go do a piece together, because I've never seen Amy outside of her house. I've seen you out of the house, and it's always fun. Go down to the Opera House and interview some people about something ridiculous.
Okay. I was actually doing a bit of writing today, writing down questions to ask people, so I can get her involved next weekend on that.
Would you like, maybe let's take a call, Don, together right now, and you can run some of the questions that you have by our caller, okay?
Okay, all right.
Awesome, okay. Cool. Hello, you're on the air, caller, calling in. Are you a positive person? We got Don Sibley here. He wants to run a few things by you. You okay with that?
Sure.
Okay, what's your name?
Bill Ward.
Bill Ward, okay, yeah. Now, where are you calling from? Massachusetts, right?
Yeah,
Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Okay, Bill, how's your night going, by the way? Are you enjoying Casual Fridays?
Yeah, very casual.
Yeah.
In my underwear.
Oh, that's too much information. I'm going to have to hang up on you. Let's take someone else. I'm just joking, Bill. I'm sorry I did that, but come on. I don't need to be talking. We don't want to be talking to a dude in his underwear, right?
Nah,
come on. It's ridiculous. What kind of show do you think this is? Bill Ward, though, has been a long-time viewer of the channel and kind of feeling bad now for hanging up on him, to be honest with you. Call back. Okay. Hello, you're on the air.
No way, not possible. How's it going, Tom?
Good. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Gainesville, Florida, University of Florida.
Oh, okay, and what's your name?
Michael.
Michael.
Quite a delay going on with me here.
Yeah, there's a delay to the internet. You're probably a first-time caller, I guess?
Right.
Yeah, the internet's about 45 seconds behind live. That's actually, depending on how fast your computer and your high speed is actually, that's the time. It actually arrives at your computer almost instantly after live, but then the time it takes for your computer to buffer the video signal is what's responsible
for the
delay.
So, good job with the show. I mean, this is awesome.
Casual Fridays, a little different.
Casual Friday.
Kind of pulled it off on a whim. I did a fun. Yeah, but you know what? You know what? Don Sibley would like to run a few questions by you. Don Sibley's in Australia, and you're here in. Where are you calling from? Florida?
Yeah, Gainesville, Florida.
Gainesville. Oh, I love Gainesville.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, Don, go ahead. You're on the air with Gainesville, Florida. What's your name, sir, again?
Well, yeah,
Mike.
Mike. You're on with Mike. Don, say hello to Mike. Mike, say hello to Don.
Mike, how are you?
Hey, Don, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
Yeah, I can. You're kind of fuzzy.
I'm moving
How's
the
that
phone
mean?
and the closer to the computer.
Are you there, Mike?
Yeah, I can hear you.
There we go.
Excellent. Mike, do you enjoy movies and music and all things entertainment?
Oh, of course. Why?
Oh, well, I'm a big fan of entertainment. Robbie Williams is a fantastic entertainer. I mean, did you find it hard to recognise him in Mrs. Doubtfire?
Oh, man, I can't hear anything he's saying.
Did you find it hard to recognize Robin Williams in Mrs. Doubtfire?
Oh,
Oh,
No, I didn't.
Robbie Williams. Oh, he's
Is that, I mean,
it's kind of the
no?
twist.
oh, that was the twist. Sorry, lost in the
Yeah,
translation.
it sounds like I missed something there.
Okay, let's try another one.
Well, Mel Gibson has made some, violent and bloodthirsty films. What did you think of the controversy surrounding Lethal Weapon 4?
Surrounding what?
What did you think of the controversy surrounding Lethal Weapon 4?
I'm not sure I know what's going on right now.
I like that one, Don. That's a good one. Let's do another one. And then we'll wrap up Casual Fridays. I actually do like that one, though. Do that one out at the Opera House. That'll be funny.
Yeah, that was on.
What controversy?
Yeah, well, exactly. People will think, oh, he's going to say
Yeah.
Passion of the Christ, and then
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
throw that in.
No, I got it. I got it. You don't even have to say it. I got it.
That's good.
I like
A
it.
lot of people
I like
Yeah,
it.
sorry, I'm lame.
No, it's okay.
I didn't get it.
It's an audio problem on your end. We don't have it's just an audio problem. It's not your fault. It's okay.
I feel better now.
It's okay, Mike in Gainesville. It's all right.
Yeah.
Listen. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a little pat on the back here, okay? A little pat on the head here on the phone.
Thanks, Tom.
Listen real close now to this next one. Maybe you'll get this next one.
There's a lot of pressure here.
Don Sibley's a real funny guy, okay? And his humor is droll and sometimes quite dry. So if you have to really think hard when he says this next joke. Okay, let's.
I'll try my best.
Again, you got an audio problem here, so
yeah.
I'm not knocking you. It's a problem on our end. We'll hook it up better when we do this again. Okay, Don, let's try one last one, and then I'm going to say it's been fun. And we'll see you next time on Casual Fridays.
Mike, movies always try and push the limits of our imagination and what is real. But don't you think the Titanic was a bit far-fetched?
All right, thanks, man. Thanks, Mike. That was fun talk. Don, you got to do this. You got to meet Amy. You got to go try these new jokes. Is there somewhere else other than the Opera House you can do it, like with kangaroos? Why is it always the Opera House? We've seen the Opera House.
I have to travel, 3-4 hours out of Sydney to actually.
Is the Opera House the only part of Sydney that's worth filming? I mean, I saw Yahoo Serious in Mr. Accident, okay? He had the bridge shots.
Yeah.
Why don't you get me a bridge shot once in a while? Like Yahoo Serious and Mr. Accident.
Like the Harbour Bridge.
You know Yahoo Serious, right?
Australians used to know who that was. Yeah.
Remember Mr. Accident?
Yeah, and young Einstein and
Mr. Accident. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, bridge shot. Okay.
I liked Mr. Accident. He worked in a factory, and kind of reminded me a little bit of Freddy Got Fingered.
Really?
Because I worked in a cheese sandwich factory, and after I made that movie, I saw Mr. Accident, and he worked in an egg factory.
Okay.
Check it out, Mr. Accident. One of Australia's greatest exports. Up there with
wool and wheat.
Up there with Don Sibley and Men Without Hats.
Men Without
Oh
Hats.
no, they're from Montreal. I meant Men at Work. I always get mixed up between Men at Work.
Men at Work.
Men
yeah,
at Work.
and,
Yes.
Land Down Under.
Men Without Hats is from the same era, the Canadian Montreal band, Safety Dance. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
Oh yeah.
You know that song?
Yeah. Yeah, I know the Weird Al version.
Yeah, and then there's Men at Work, which is, who can it be knocking at my door? Go away, don't come round here no more. Can't you see that it's late at night? Go away. Why don't you run and hide? Who can it be now?
It's the lesser known one.
Who can it be now? That was their biggest hit. I'm just singing it wrong.
I think wasn't the I Come From a Land Down Under? Isn't that the actual like a more popular?
No, Who Can It Be Now was their big hit. I come from a land down under.
That's the one. Now we're talking.
Better run, better take cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally liked Who Can It Be Now. That was my favorite. Right up there with Mr. Roboto from Styx. Okay, so Don, you gonna meet Amy?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, text her and all that sort of
Text
thing.
her. Are we expecting a video next week? Because I'm taking 2 weeks off after next week.
Oh yeah. No, I'll get out there and do some filming. Maybe tomorrow even. I was going to do it today, but also.
Yeah, and then you get it up there, and we could show it like by Wednesday or something like that on the National Webovision. All right, Don, I appreciate it. I appreciate your, your viewership, and also, of course, the main thing is your comedy. Thanks for sending it in over the years. It's been funny. I've had a lot of good laughs.
Oh, great! Thanks, Tom.
It was literally
inspiring me. And,
yeah. No, it was fun. It was nice to be able, because when we tried to start the deputy program, and we haven't really been able to really get in there and really tweak that and make that work as well as we can. But when I just first put that up where people could link videos, you were the first one to sort of take the bull by the horns. You and a couple other people. But yeah, awesome. Good, man. Thanks a lot, Don. Talk to you next week. Cheers.
Speak to you later. See you, Tom.
Yes, appreciate it. Casual Fridays here. It's Don Sibley, and that's it. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on Monday night. We got a great show a great bunch of shows next week. Will Sasso, going to be a very funny show, I can tell. Preston Lacey on Monday night from Jackass, returning to the channel. Should be a great show. First time he's been here by himself. He came up with Steve-O a few times, but this will just be a good time for me and Preston to hang out and goof off. And Tom Bergeron, great broadcaster, great guy. I've met him before, it's going to be a good show. I have a feeling it's going to be a great show. And Ian Ziering on Friday and Hansen on Thursday. Big week of Webovision next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you Monday.